You're watching Carolina and Company Live. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your host, Amanda Kinseth. And Cecil Chandler. If it's happening in the area, then it's on Carolina and Company Live.
Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. Now, here's Amanda and Cecil.
All right, talk about something. That was great. Thank you so much. We're right here at McLeods Farm up in McLeod, South Carolina. Now, you talk about a great show. This is going to be a good show today. Now, we got a pumpkin here. If you come in and guess how much the pumpkin weighs, you get a free helicopter ride. How about that? I'm going to tell you what I guessed. 220. Yeah, that's what I guessed. We'll get Amanda to guess in a little while, and we're going to have a great show today. Talk about everything they do here at McLeod Farms. They got the maize, they got a festival coming up, they've got food, they got vegetables, and we even have Amanda.
That's right, I'm over here. I think this one weighs about 5 pounds, but look at how super cute this pumpkin is. Maybe that pumpkin over there, yeah, a couple 100 pounds, something like that. Speaking of free helicopter rides, you can win one from us next week, and today you can win a $50 gift certificate. Just more reasons to watch the show, plus you'll find out all about what's going on right here, and I bet it's going to be wonderful weather. Let's find out.
And welcome back to Carolina Company Live. Look what I found.
What is that?
It's called a tater gun.
A tater gun.
If you're in the country, they call it a tater gun. If you live in the city, it's a potato gun.
A potato gun,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, well, you know what I have?
What you got?
I have South Carolina pumpkin.
Now, that is good.
I love all these painted pumpkins that they
Wonder
have
if
here.
Kemper gave painted that. I doubt it.
I
I
don't
doubt
know.
it. Nah, they probably got somebody. That is so cool, though.
Aren't these neat?
So
I
if you
think
need a
this
South
weighs
Carolina
about-
pumpkin, you come by.
This probably weighs about 10 pounds.
Nope. Small one weigh 8 pounds. That's about 25.
Oh.
I weighed them a minute ago.
I'm just stronger than I thought then.
Yes, you
feels
are.
like nothing. That's
Yes,
from
you
carrying
are.
around Charlie all the time.
Boy, we got a great show lined up today.
We do.
Got
I have
all
a
kind of
question
cool
for you.
stuff. All right. What is it?
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin?
Fruit or vegetable?
Why you ask me that in front of everybody? Vegetable.
No, you need... Come over here. Somebody from the FFA needs to tell Cecil what pumpkin is.
What is it?
Oh, they're all running away
What is it?
from
Here
us.
he comes. Here he is. Come on over here, Corey.
All
What is
right.
it? Come over here.
You
What is
know, this Corey.
Yeah.
Yes,
What's
ma'am.
a pumpkin? A fruit or a vegetable?
It's a vegetable. It's a fruit. It's fruit.
Fruit.
He don't
You're right.
know.
It's
He
a
don't
fruit.
even know.
It's a
Wait a
tricky
minute.
question, isn't it?
it? Turn in your farm equipment, man.
Oh,
It's over.
no.
He didn't know.
It's almost like a trick question. Everybody
It is a
would think
trick
it's
question.
a vegetable, but
All
it's a fruit. 'Cause of
What
the
about a
seeds.
potato?
Vegetable.
I think that's right. Is that
I think
right?
it is. Potato's a vegetable. All right, here.
We're
Take
getting a little
that
mini
with you.
lesson.
Go on back over there. All right.
So, pumpkin is a fruit. See, you learn something new every day on
I
this
sure
show.
did. I wish you'd have told me before we got on the air, though. I looked so stupid. She always makes me look that way.
I did
can't
tell you.
believe
You
it.
just weren't listening.
I know. You did tell me?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I can't believe it.
There's so much to do here. We have the Fall Festival coming up. You can take horse-drawn wagon rides and go out and pick out your own pumpkin.
And you
which
can
is a
walk through the
fruit.
maze.
And you can walk through the corn maze. Yeah, really cool stuff going on here. We will tell you all about it. But first, we have a giveaway, a $50 gift certificate to Biggs Meats and More.
Right out back here, or you can use this in Florence, I was told.
too. Yeah, all you have to do is go to our Facebook page, Amanda Cecil Carolina.
I think we've already given it away.
Click on that message.
I'm just kidding. Just
Don't
kidding.
worry, we won't let Cecil keep it. Click on the message button and send us the answer to this question right here. What's a pumpkin? A fruit or a vegetable? Stick with us. Here's a look at your deal of the day in Bloomberg Report. And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. We are broadcasting live from McLeod Farms in McPhee, South Carolina, and I have a little rivalry going on right
South
here
Carolina,
with our
go
pumpkins.
Gamecocks.
A pumpkin
Go
rivalry.
Tigers.
Just because everybody and their family has been to Clemson, all the way back, everybody. I think they bought to
That's right.
college.
Yeah.
And my son was a graduate of USC. All right.
All right.
You can get any kind of pumpkin you want here. I mean, look at the pumpkins. They decorate them with faces. They put all this on it. You can get a palmetto tree. You can get everything you want here.
It's super cute. Plus, you can go out into the pumpkin patch on a horse-drawn wagon ride, right?
Yes, you can. You sure can. And you can even get a white pumpkin. We call those pumpkins ghost pumpkins.
Ghost pumpkins.
Yes, we grew some white pumpkins this year.
Well, that's pretty good.
Oh, so
How do you
that's-
do that? You put them in color when you put the seeds in the ground or what?
No, it's a different variety.
So talk about, you have so much stuff going on here.
We do. The month of October is very, very busy for us. We have wagon rides to the pumpkin patch any day. Of course, our horse and buggy rides are on the weekends, and you can go and take a little trip around the farm. And then, of course, that leads up to our festival, which is the last weekend in the month, the 27th, that Saturday.
Yeah, that's going to be really exciting. What all will be happening during the Fall Festival?
Well, there are a lot of fun things. Of course, you can get any pumpkin you would like to choose. You can go out in the field and get a pumpkin. And, of course, I think one of the most favorite things that the kids like to do is the pumpkin chunking.
Really?
And that's a fun thing to do. You put your pumpkin in a little machine and yes, that's what you do. You chunk it.
That's it. That is great.
And we'll have lots of other games and crafts for the children to do. We always let them paint faces. We'll have lots of great entertainment and fun things for the children to do. And, of course, many, many pumpkins for you to choose from.
And how about the maze? The maze.
Of course.
The maze is amazing.
God,
the maze is amazing this year. You can come and get lost in the maze.
Yeah.
Yeah, and part of that money goes to where? What does that go to?
Yes, part of the money goes for a scholarship that we will set up for the Earl family, who has been very involved in the ag department at McBee High School.
That's so super.
We'll talk more about that. How long does it take you to get out of the maze?
Well, you can spend 30 minutes or you can spend an hour. It just depends on whether you know the right answers or if you can read a map.
Okay. Cecil and I figured we'd take about 3 hours.
We would never get out. Will you send in help? You give walkie-talkies?
We will. We'll send in help.
Right,
if you have your phone, you can call us.
That's the best thing in the world.
We've had that happen sometimes.
Yeah. Well, for the people who don't know, tell everyone where you're located.
Okay, we are located on 151 between Hartsville and McBee. And our little market here, we have the market, our mazes here, our patches here, and that's where we are.
And y'all have been around since 1916. 1916. McLeod Farms, everybody making that trip to Charlotte. I'm sure you stop here to get some of that peach cobbler, peanut butter, oh gosh, all that great stuff they make.
Wherever you are, it is worth the drive to come here because this place is amazing.
And you know, we have a lot of people drive from the beach to come up this way for a little day trip. You come up here and enjoy the museum and eat at Biggs and get something to here too to take home with you.
All right, we got a lot more to talk about. You stay with us from McLeods Farm up in McBee, South Carolina.
We'll be right back. We're getting ready for a fall festival here.
That is true. And we got Pat Earl with us right now. Now, he's the ag teacher at McBee, right down the road from us. And part of the funds from this maze is going to a scholarship. And you need to tell me a little more about that.
Well, the McLeod Farm has been very supportive of a lot of the activities in our community. This year they chose to make the corn maze out of the FFA emblem. The National FFA organization is an organization for students who are taking ag education in high school, and they're going to take some of the proceeds from that corn maze to help support a scholarship for one of our students studying agriculture in college.
Now, that's good. Now, when I was in school back in the 60s, it was FFA, Future Farmers of America.
Well, in 1988, they changed the name to the National FFA organization to help reflect some of the diversity and different careers. It's not just about farming anymore. It's a lot of careers in agriculture that range anywhere from irrigation specialists to golf course superintendents.
Really?
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Opened it up to a bunch of different careers. I mean, you were naming some off, and it was stuff I've never even thought of, but that's really cool how they have this opportunity.
We like to say there's over 300 different ag careers that they can go and study. And speaking of diversity, I'm sure in your day it was mainly males. As you see now, we're about half and half.
I did not bring that up, but that is true, Pat. It was. Back then there were only guys in there because they were all farmers. They worked for their fathers or whatever. But it's come a long way with that, and I'm glad to see some of these ladies, though. And some of them very shy, though. I noticed that a minute ago.
Now, has everyone tried out the maze already?
Y'all tried it?
We had a ribbon cutting ceremony here last week, and they invited our officers to come, and they were the first ones to get to go through the corn maze.
Nice.
Anybody get
Who got through first?
Who got?
You did.
He got through first. All right. Well, that's cool.
Well, a lot of the questions that are going through there are FFA related, so they should have been able to get through there.
So if you do come and look for one of these guys, and they can help you through because they know the answer.
Is there anything in there about a pumpkin being a vegetable or fruit?
No.
I've been lost already. Man, I can't believe
It's a tricky
that.
question.
I know it. There's so much going on here, and I think you do a great job. How many students they have at McBee?
The high school has about 250, and we have 175 FFA members.
That's great. And how many are throughout the whole state?
In South Carolina, there's over 6,000 FFA members.
Wow, very
and 114 different schools have chapters.
And they have something exciting coming up, a trip?
2 weeks from now, we'll be in Indianapolis, Indiana for the National FFA Convention with 55,000 other FFA members.
Wow. Well, let me tell you, McLeod Farms have been so good to everybody? I mean, they're always doing something community-minded, right? You tell me.
Last year, they supported the recreational baseball fields with that school that had the national championship.
USC.
And
he's a Clemson man. You can tell that.
You're outnumbered.
Yeah, I know it.
Cecil.
Everybody's got a Clemson thing on.
And this year, they're supporting our FFA chapter through the scholarship fund.
You can't beat that. I
Very
promise.
nice.
Have you been through the maze?
No, sir, I hadn't been.
They can take you through it.
Okay.
The gentleman in the back, he can get you through it.
He'll be my tour guide.
There's so much fun going on up here. If you're on the way to Charlotte anywhere, just want an afternoon to spend, come up here because you'll spend all day just looking at what they have in the store.
That's
Everything
right.
from cookbooks to pumpkins to taters, tomatoes,
To tater
anything.
guns, even.
Tater gun, got a tater gun too.
And of course, you have to check out the corn maze because, hey, that benefits a scholarship for the FFA kids. Stick with us. We'll be right back. The pumpkin patch, and you can get some delicious vegetables.
Fresh vegetables.
That's right. All right, as okra, a vegetable or fruit?
Vegetable.
Don't tell her.
What about a tomato?
Tomatoes a vegetable.
And a fruit.
It's
half and half.
Y'all got to quit these trick questions. I don't know all these. All right, we got.
Okay, everybody knows the peaches,
Kim's
right?
back with. Kim's with us now.
Peaches are fruit.
Peaches are fruit.
But you have so much more than that. Talk about
Yeah,
something
talk
that
about
you
this
have.
now.
Well,
Look
we're
at
over peaches, and we got a few grapes left, but right now we're picking okra and bell peppers and cucumbers and squash and zucchini, and we also have some sweet potatoes from the coastal Carolinas and tomatoes from the North Carolina mountains. You know, the apples this year didn't make real good in North Carolina mountains, but we have plenty of Yellow Delicious, and they happen to make in North Carolina. So we do have a lot of locally grown Yellow Delicious apples this year. So we're fortunate to have a lot of locally grown fruits and vegetables, and also our fruits and vegetables from here at the farm.
That's good.
Now, it's an honor to have Kim with us. Most of the time, he's on the farm. He's never here. He eats on the run, and he's always working in the field somewhere.
And I eat plenty. Look here.
But we always have to go in the field to get him. Back in the days when I do a lot of interviews with you. But you've been doing this now how long? How long?
Since I was 8.
8 years old.
Yeah, I'm only 58.
58. 50 years.
Only 50.
That's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But you know, this is a bit, and you love what you do.
I love what I do. I live it and love it. Yes, sir. I love the farming, and you know, I'd be probably a fish out of water if I didn't get up on the farm every day.
Well, let me tell you about something else. Your dad have a museum next door. I used to go over and do something with his dad a lot, and he's got a museum that's got cars. This is another thing you've got to come. You can go to the museum over here.
Sure, they make a day trip out of it. You know, we got a museum, we got horse and wagon rides, and the pumpkin patch, and you know, it's a family business, and we have family fun here.
Sure,
That is
absolutely.
good.
And you do a lot for the kids, too. I mean, you have
Sure.
schools coming here all
Yeah,
the time.
that's right.
Yes, in the next 3 weeks, we're going to have about 2,800 children come through here for
Tours and all.
tours.
Wow, that's a lot of
That's great.
kids.
It's very educational for them.
That's right. After they leave here, they are junior farmers.
Junior farmers. Actually, we're going to give out certificates for junior farmers here.
All right, I got to ask
Junior
you,
farmers.
were you a FFA?
Sure,
member? Were
sure.
you?
And Mr. Earl, Pat's dad was my ag teacher. He inspired a lot of folks, including
Really?
me, to be farmers. He sure did. He was a
Well,
great
that is
teacher.
great, but I
Just
didn't,
like
know
Pat.
I didn't know how much it had changed. Pat was telling me a minute ago.
Well,
changed a lot.
everything's changed, Bob, probably for the better. It's a lot more
It's got to.
sophisticated than ever before.
I know
But he's doing a great job with young people of McLeod, and we've got a lot of, and that's what we're doing with scholarship with the corn maze. You know, it's really a great thing, and it's going to have these folks going out to higher education. You know, it's going to be a great thing. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
You have to get out here at McLeod
Right.
Farms and check it out. Coming up next week, we'll announce the giveaway winner, so stick with us. But first, time. All right, a pumpkin, a fruit or a vegetable? What is it, everybody? Fruit. That's right, it is a fruit. So congratulations to Trinity Love. You are today's giveaway winner, a $50 gift certificate to Big Meats and More. This has
That is
been a lot of
amazing.
fun.
I know, we got a lot of, look at all these kids back in now. These are national FFA. Now let me go back in. Hey, Hannah, how you doing?
Good.
So tell me where you from.
McBee.
McBee?
Yeah.
She's from McBee, South Carolina. I'm not making fun of you. I love the way you talk. Thank y'all for being here today, too, okay?
Yeah, you need to come out to McLeod Farms. Check out the Fall Festival on October 27th. The corn maze going on all the time. And, of course, the pumpkin patch and all the great fruits and vegetables. All right, let's say
We'll
goodbye.
be at Laurinburg tomorrow. Laurinburg. All right, everybody, tell them.
Come get lost in the corn maze at McLeod Farms.
Wave,
Wave goodbye.
everybody.
Myrtle Beach, you're watching News Channel 15, your station.